I understand that the bigger the house is, the better it becomes. But who came up with that false statement? Maybe it was me, because that's the way I see it. Anyway, why are we talking about houses? Are we about to start a conversation about economic inflation? Or is that due to the fact that you're too broke to know anything about the house industry? That's why you made that claim at the beginning. Well, I'm not going to argue with you about that question because it will give me a headache, and I might not be able to sleep tonight because you're telling the truth with such harsh words. But next we have a house and its owner. Or should I say, a guy and his owner. In this case, is the ghost lingering around messing up his night sleeps? It seems like it's about to get dark. Is it actually true? Because it's still 4 p.m. where I am, you might have to check with an ophthalmologist if that's your case. Regardless of my pointless comments, this man has not been able to sleep tight and cozy lately. Is it because of the blanket? As ridiculous as this may sound, yeah, it's the blanket in this case. Don't get me wrong, there is a bunch of paranormal activity there, like his favorite plushie flying off the desk, or the curtains moving. But that blanket is slipping down under to the point where half of the man's body is uncovered, which could result in him catching a cold, and I'm just worried about his health, that's all. One night, he was doing the second one in the toilet when he started hearing sounds. He went outside to check, and I can't tell whether he had his pants up or not, but the light in the kitchen was flickering. The other night his bathroom door was going back and forth. He opened it to see if there was someone behind, and then he even went inside to get a closer look around, but he ended up being trapped.
Tres de la mañana me vine a la casa del campo. Leí muchos comentarios que me recomendaban que me mude y me vine para acá para ver si el problema era yo. Pero parece que me sigue porque se escucha. Estoy escuchando. Yo ya no, miedo ya no tengo. Y no hay nadie. El ropero de este es grandísimo, pero no es increíble, pero parece que me sigue. La verdad, no. ¿Qué es eso? Estoy en el baño, sigo acá en la casa del campo y me están golpeando la puerta y no puedo salir y estoy solo. Esa luz la dejé apagada. Déjame tranquilo. Déjame tranquilo. Andate. Son de nuevo las 3 de la mañana. Estuve durmiendo tranquilo estos días, pero ahora me despertaron de vuelta los ruidos. Me recomendaron que prenda la luz. Me voy a quedar callado. Mierdazos. Concha de su madre. Déjame salir, hijo de puta. Déjame salir. Jesús.
I don't know what it is with these houses in Mexico and Spain. They all have similar designs when it comes to the interior. Every room has its own tile pattern, and each wall is a different color, not to mention the huge amount of items spread around. It makes these houses uneasy to stay in. I'm not really sure if I have shown you this next clip before or not, but I'm sure I have stumbled upon it at least once before. It could be that I wanted to feature it but then changed my mind due to how short it is, and I'm such a gritty person when it comes to clips with longer watch time. Not gonna lie. Anyhow, here we have two dudes in the middle of the night. You mean they were listening to that one song? Are you ridiculous? I meant they were together in the middle of the night. I meant the time. It's getting sussy then. Why do you think so? Well, the video dates back all the way to 2020, back when people were at lockdown, bored, and had nothing to do. It's late at night, and two guys are hanging together alone. And remember, we are living at a time when such situations can lead to some unsatisfying events, and that's exactly what happened here. Oh, so it's true. Yes, folks, they were hearing some weird noises at the barn, so they decided to go together to see what was up, who could be causing them all these headaches. So upon checking, they opened this door only to find no one, while the noises were still present. Then here comes an object flipping down from God knows where. But the end was the screw, which broke the camel's back. God, it has been so long since I said that quote. A scream out of nowhere sent these two running. But wait, what happened to them making out? Who said they were getting into that? It always has something to do with the backyard or a barn house, if available. But remember folks, this dates all the way back to 2020, exactly when the lockdown was at its peak, which means people were bored back then to an extent where they could come up with anything. Finding a funny situation out of a serious one is not something everyone can adapt to, especially if we are talking about someone who takes stuff seriously, no matter what the situation is. So are you saying that making fun of others' serious problems or your personal problems is okay? No, but if the situation can be twisted to be full of humor instead of darkness, it's not wrong. So you're suggesting that this is some sort of healing formula or an art skill that only a few talented people have the ability to master, and it just happened that you are one of those few. Not to look cocky or anything, but yes, why are we talking about all of this nonsense in the first place? Because the family whose house has been haunted by ghosts is one of the few who master that art, and their story goes like this: the family's unsettling experiences with a paranormal entity known as the Old Geezer in their childhood home. Susan and Tim, siblings, share encounters with this spirit, including sightings, strange occurrences, and poltergeist activity. Susan, now an adult, moved back to the house and continued to experience paranormal events. The family, while initially terrified, adapted to the presence of the Old Geezer, finding humor in the situations. Despite the entity being quiet for some years, recent disturbances, particularly affecting Tim's young daughter, prompted the family to invite both Johnny and Jordy to explore the history and nature of this hostile entity. And here we get to the point. This Old Geezer dude haunting the house pushed the owners to their limits, where they had to turn their miserable experience into some fun situation in order to keep on living. Jordy and Johnny began their investigation, encountering some unseen events. Like what? Don't corner me like that. The events were light but nerve-wracking to fit the narrative. They captured some sounds in the background, like bells rattling or some noises of stuff being pushed. They got some responses with their R-Pod and spirit box, and the light was flickering. In the end, they finally got the paranormal activity we deserved when the ghost threw one of their devices off the table.
We just heard something from upstairs. We were still just getting set up. That was just a cat.
No.
No?
Just...
Hello?
Whoa.
She's hissing at something.
She doesn't like us.
A week?
A week.
Oh, I heard that low voice again. Mother.
Hello, hello.
Soccer.
Soccer. Is anybody in here? Come touch one of these REM pods for us,
Yes,
please.
I am.
You are in here? What are you doing in this
Plan.
room? A lot of noises
one.
over down here.
Leave. I heard it 3 times.
Malevolent.
Malevolent. Ooh, that was crazy.
Leave again. I heard it
Yeah.
another time.
Okay, Jordan. Come out. Jordan, come out. Right when you were saying leave, there was a loud noise upstairs here.
Well, I still can't hear you.
There's a loud noise up here. Right when you were saying leave,
I heard
leave.
it 4 times.
I know. Come up here. Holy.
I heard something from downstairs.
It's crazy. The cats were not here before.
Well, they look freaked out too.
I know. the hell is
Matter?
the light just starts flickering
What light?
behind you.
And it was off?
The light was off. Look, the other two bulbs are turned off.
Kicked.
Kicked?
Are you doing that? Whoa.
That was me.
Scared the shit out of me. Why are you doing that? Are you flickering this light? Why would it do that?
Trying to bring us over there?
I know it hasn't said it. Is the Ovilus on? I know it hasn't said anything else, but I don't just like going off like first.
Are you evil? You sound pretty evil. What you do to this family?
What time is it here?
Not resting.
Not resting. I was just checking the time.
Huh.
You're not resting yet? So you still want to play around here?
So are you so violent? Why do you... Seems like you want to hurt these people. What's the reason?
Ooh, what was that? It sounded like Fred.
Whoa! It's like it mimicked you. Idiot.
Idiot?
David.
Oh, it's a demon. It's a David?
David, yeah.
Doesn't work anymore. Battery's not even in it. Battery's done.
Its
Battery's gone.
battery's gone.
Battery's gone.
It just...
I also have a feeling that I have seen this house before, as if they have investigated it. But who cares? As long as the place has paranormal activities, it can be investigated over and over again. That's, my friend, what I call the art of taking advantage of a situation. I'm not a guy who tells others what to believe or not. So are you finally admitting that you're not a guy but just some dumb animal writing this junk you call scripts, trying to entertain us, just like these monkeys at the zoo? Why are you being so harsh? What I was about to say is that I'm not a guy to tell others what to believe or not, but I also do have my own opinion. I'm not saying that it should be forced on you to listen to it, but it is in reality. So, when a skeptic in the existence of ghosts and the world of theirs comes at me in full aggressive mode, with all the hatred and stubbornness filled within his head, fed up with me, I will actually take him with a grain of salt, take him up with my arms, and then throw him in the nearest trash can I could find. Or, instead of taking such action and without even trying to start an argument with him, because that would be pointless, I would just show him the next clip and wait for his reaction and see if he could come up with a good explanation. And if he was able to, then the option of throwing him in some trash can is still available. But why is that though? Because my trash can is taking weeks before it's filled. Why not serve it a duty? No, I meant why did you choose the next clip to prove your point? Because right from the start, the man tries to enter the room, and the door opens by itself to him. Then, as he proceeds to go inside, it becomes a mess. There are some shelves in there in a small drawer closet. It was all pushed around. There were a bunch of bottles on these shelves. They were all thrown away. And that small closet was somehow moved. Even that door waved back and forth a couple of times, while outside, there were sounds of a female screaming and crying. Even in their ghost forms, they are still loud and complaining. Watching. Vean. ¿Qué fue eso, amigos?
¿Estás aquí? ¿Hay alguien aquí adentro? Buenas noches. ¿Hay alguien?
Está bien oscuro, amigos. Está bien oscuro.
¿Qué es lo que necesitas si estás aquí? Se movió la botella, dicen. Se movió la botella. ¿Qué es lo que necesitas? ¿Dónde estás? Ay, no mames, ¿qué fue eso? ¿Qué es lo que necesitas? Se movió eso, amigos. ¿Dónde estás? Ay. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Uy. Uy. No mames. Perdón por la grosería, amigos. Aquí hay algo fuerte. Aquí hay algo fuerte, amigos. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Quién eres? Uy. Dime quién eres. ¿Qué se cayó? Se cayó eso. Se cayó esto, amigos. Esto se cayó, lo de aquí. Uy, otra vez, otra vez. Uy, uy, aquí está bien chilo, amigos. Uy, perdón, aquí andaba aquí. ¿Hay alguien? ¿Hay alguien? Uy, casi me caigo. Uy, casi me caigo, casi me caigo. Uy, casi me voy para abajo, amigos. Casi. Uy. ¿Y está atrás de la puerta? Y es atrás de la puerta, amigos. Y es atrás de la puerta, amigos. ¿Cómo le hago para asomarme atrás de la puerta? Miren, aquí no hay nadie. Y es atrás de la puerta, amigos. Es atrás de la puerta. Es atrás de la puerta. No mames, ¡ay, me caigo! Y atrás de la puerta. Uy. Uy, no, no. Uy, uy, uy. Uy. Uy, otra vez, otra vez. ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién eres? ¿Qué es lo que necesitas? ¿Por qué estás aquí? ¿Qué es lo que necesitas? Está aquí, amigos, está aquí. ¿Dónde está? Otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Otra vez. Uy, amigos, algo está pasando. Uy, se escucha mucho ruido. Se escucha mucho ruido. ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué fue eso? Miren, vieron eso de ahí, mira. No deja cerrar la puerta eso. Déjame salirme de aquí. Déjame salirme de aquí. Está muy feo. Está muy feo aquí, amigos. Está muy feo aquí adentro, amigos. Vamos a prender Spirit Box. Vamos a ver qué es lo que nos dice. Si hay alguna alma o algún espíritu, quiero que te manifiestes. Quiero que me digas tu nombre. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿En dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Uy, 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 uy. Dime qué te pasó. ¿Qué fue eso, amigos? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? Uy, se apagó la lámpara. Prende. Prende, hija tu chitegua. Ay. Amigos, se apagó la lámpara. Déjenme cambiarla, se apagó la lámpara. Traigo el flash. Traigo el flash prendido, amigos. Ahí está, ya prendió, amigos. Aquí la escucho. Se escucha un llanto, amigos. Pero se escucha bien clarito, amigos. Uy. Uy, uy. ¿Estás aquí? ¿Estás aquí? ¿Estás aquí? Uy, no mames, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? Dime, ¿estás aquí? Ay, me caí. Me resbalé. Se movió eso, amigo, se acaba de mover eso. ¿Dónde estás? Me resbalé, amigos, me resbalé. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Estás aquí?
These events were so intense for him that he almost fell off the floor. In addition to the fact that he was live streaming, which makes it harder to fabricate such events, the room was so tight that there was no place to hide someone outside the camera frame when these activities were taking place. Have you ever heard of the twin houses? Wait, don't tell me that you're about to mock such serious and tragic event that took place 22 years ago. Even if you changed the names of these two buildings, you thought we wouldn't notice. How foolish do you have to be? Don't tell me that you're also about to break down in tears while singing the American anthem, and then after finishing, you would add that your grandpa was one of those who passed away inside those two buildings, because that has nothing to do with our story. In fact, we are not even in America in the next investigation. Let me explain. In the next clip from Punk Rock TV, the investigators explore abandoned houses in a forest rumored to have been taken from the owner by the government. The houses are known as the Twin Houses. There are urban legends about a tragic incident involving a girl in one of the houses. They express gratitude to Chelly for discovering these hidden locations. Now you might ask me the dumb question, who is this Chelly girl? And I might just have thought you were flirting with her by calling her Chelly if I didn't know that this is her actual name. But who told you we were concerned about her? We actually wanted to know what these two had encountered inside the building. Well, even if that was your intention, I will still answer you nonetheless. Chelly is the one who guided them to this hidden and unsettling location. Regarding their investigation, after checking around and seeing all these graffiti, some of which were demonic, it was clear that some dark magic could be involved, but then they heard some noises upstairs and some sounds of children. When they went upstairs, here came these peekers behind walls.
Porque el gobierno, bueno, el señor que construyó aquí, hizo sus casas exactamente de permiso. Por lo que nos dijo el pobrerín, mira, ahí hay un pequeño demonio pintado en creo que es baño. Yo creo que ese es baño. Y se la quitó, bueno, lo corrió porque pues no... Es propiedad del gobierno más que nada el terreno, estamos aquí en el bosque. Esta es la primera sala. Hay una pequeña chimenea. Allá se alcanzan a ver, hay una pequeña, la otra casa, perdón. Aquí hay una botella. A tomar aquí, aparte venía a grafitear. Más que nada es por el vándalo que vienen aquí. Y aquí están las pequeñas botellas que nos agarró la lluvia. Ahí está el agua. Ahorita está chispeando afuera. Y ahorita gracias a nuestra amiga Chelly vinimos a estas casas porque no las conocíamos. Ya se ve la ubicación. No mames. No quiero ni subir. Porfa. Mami, verga, vas a estar aquí en el puto bosque en una casa abandonada, niños. Buenas noches. Habitación, cuarto. ¿Qué más? Buenas noches. No mames. No mames. Chica tu madre. Uy, vamos. Corre. Shh. Aguanta. No mames, puta madre, es una puta rama. Una puta rama.
No, seas cabrón, güey. ¿Quién verga ves? No, no mames. No, seas cabrón, güey. A ver. Sí. No mames.
No, ya vámonos.
Aguanta. Es que tengo miedo, güey, pero de eso trata mi canal de desmentir, ¿no? Aguanta. Respira. Toma, tengo un chingo de miedo. Aguanta. Buenas noches. Número. ¿Cómo vaya? Cállate. Para acá. Acá hay una. Puta, mi cámara se desenfocó, güey. Pero no hay ni madres, güey. No mames. Ya, güey, a la verga, vamos. Vamos, ya a la verga. Ya a la verga, güey. Corre. Ya, güey.
Let's try to recap this. Who would allow their children to walk around in a forest this late at night or at any time of the day? A forest is a forest, whether that is at night or at dawn. Plus, we are not talking about any place. We are talking about the hidden, abandoned twin houses. I don't think I as a father would allow myself to even go there. How about my children? Do you really think I will allow you to go there before you subscribe and watch the next video on screen?